I don't know where I left off, honestly, honest to God. But yeah, I'm just looking at these cards again before I pull more. And I really just want to tell you that not only like to stop judging yourself so harshly, right? But that you have the entire world in your hands. And it's not by accident. It's not a trick. It's not something you haven't worked and cultivated and earned. You will be successful. You can rest. You can play. You can laugh. You can do anything you feel like doing today. Let yourself be wild. Let yourself be free. Let yourself be beautifully, beautifully, dangerously dark and light and deep and fucking inspiring. You know? Don't deny yourself to yourself, to the world. There's no one else that is better at being you than you. And I don't know what it was yesterday, but I was just having so much fun. And I used to be such a mischievous little kid that I kind of really dulled that part of me down because I don't know, it was something that just was shamed, right? Something that was I was told, to sit down and shut up, don't cause problems, you know. But the child part of me was so mischievous and in a beautifully innocent and just, pure way. Like I just want to play. I wanted to play with me. And I think for the longest time, yeah, I did let that part really die and stay really dimmed down because I didn't want to, hurt or harm people with my actions. But by doing that, I was hurting and harming myself. That true inner child essence that lives within me that just wants to play and not in any way to harm anyone, but they just want to have fun and just want to explore and they're curious. And yesterday, I don't know what it was, but I just let it run free. And yeah, people can see it as devious, but it's so pure, really. And it's so it brings life into you in a different way. To just be a silly little goose if you want to be, Yes, things are intense in the world, in life, with ourselves, with our families. And there aren't days where I feel that heaviness. And I try to send and ask the universe to, send healing and send protection and send comfort to those that are experiencing great, great atrocities and violence in this world. And, to try to do my own part. To use whatever power, whatever voice I have to, bring relief and empower these people that are being abandoned or being victimized. And right alongside that intensity, you know what? This lightheartedness and this playfulness can also exist just as intensely at the same time, or maybe at different times, but it's all of me. And I think a big part of that is because I saw somewhere where it's some people experienced trauma or a little bit of darkness in their lives and they get so caught up in it and they turn so gray and so cold and so bitter against this world. And I don't know what it is in my life that has led me to just kind of be able to pull myself out of that bitterness, out of those times where I've just been surviving. I don't know. I definitely know that, being spiritual and source and knowing that there's forces that are beyond me have really helped me in those times. But there's definitely time before then where I wasn't as connected. I wasn't as aware of that connection I had to source where, I don't know, maybe it was that playfulness, right? Maybe it was just telling myself that I'm never going to give up on myself or give up on other people that are in need. That really helped me, find the silver lining in even the most barren in darkest situations and stop myself from falling into letting myself feel, yes, in the moment, everything that I need to feel. But then also, after taking those feelings and creating from it, and also just using those feelings to kind of center me and ground me and inspire me, because I didn't want, if I could, whatever I could do in this world to just make sure that no one else could feel what I felt and feel so isolated, right? In certain times. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of power in knowing your own value and not denying yourself how you feel and how you survived, and be able to give that as a gift to others. Be able to just be with people who are in the middle of surviving and supporting them and seeing them, and giving them whatever sort of relief you can give them. So they can feel safe. Because even if they don't feel safe with themselves yet, right, because of what they're going through, at least you can give them a moment of safety in this world. And I think all of us in the collective, whoever this reaches, I think we're already doing that for people. Because when you're being fully yourself, right, it's almost like you give permission to other people to be authentic, to be whole, to not hide, to stop judging themselves so harshly. If I can be intense and playful at the same time, then I feel like if I can be wholly embodied as myself, why can't you, right? I'm feeling the wind, and it's beautiful. And I think that's what the universe is kind of pushing us to do. Embrace yourself fully. Not only for yourself, but for the people around you. People don't need permission to be themselves, but it doesn't harm anyone to almost like act as an example of someone that is fully embodied, dark and light, and whole. Yeah, complex. Yeah, multifaceted. But isn't that the point of being alive and being a person, Not to mimic others and be who they want you to be, but to be fully yourself. Because that's what's going to make your life feel